For those of you that don't know, the Exhibitor Advocate is the only nonprofit trade association that's specifically dedicated to exhibitor success. We provide education and resources to support exhibitors in navigating the challenges on the show floor. We also work collaboratively with other stakeholders within the industry to make sure that the exhibitor voice is heard. We advocate for things like predictable, justifiable pricing, for simpler rules and requirements, regulations. We advocate for open communication. And at the end of the day, what we really want is for exhibitors to be seen as the critical stakeholders that we are in this industry. So a little bit of an organization update for you on all that we've accomplished in the last 3 years. We have seen rapid initial growth and are now at about 1,000 members. Just to give you some context on this, the average growth rate for a nonprofit like ours is around 6%. We have exponentially increased our membership in the first 3 years. The very first year of our organization, we saw a 187% increase in membership. And every year after that, we have seen over a 50% increase in our members. Our members include all stakeholder groups, from exhibitors to show organizers, suppliers, GCs, unions, and other industry stakeholders as well. To give you some context around our membership, 85% of our members are split between exhibitors and suppliers. And what we know is that many of those suppliers that are our members are representing the exhibitor. They're not just suppliers providing services or materials to the exhibitor. We tend to be a seasoned group of members. 50% of our members have over 10 years of experience in the industry. We see that there are very few members that are under 1 year of experience, so we do intend to grow that group of members over time. We want to make sure that we are the go-to resource for new individuals that come into the field. We have prioritized building out top-tier educational resources over the last 3 years. You will see that we have over 40 free tools, research, videos, and blogs available to all of our members. We also have over 100 essential exhibiting resources and tools that are available to our education subscribers. Our library includes the annual survey of exhibition rates, which is critical for developing budgets and for show organizers in negotiating their rates for exhibitors. In 2025, we will be able to represent the 4th year of this report, and we'll be able to share with you a year-over-year comparison because we've got so much longevity of this report. A huge appreciation and shout out to Trade Show Logic, who has been our partner on this report since the very beginning. We could not do this without them, and we're excited to share with you the 2025 average rates. We also have the Sustainability Sourcing Compass, which is the premier resource for developing RFP language and contractual language related to an exhibitor sustainability program. This is an open source resource, and so it is available regardless of membership to the public. We also have the State of the Event Industry, which is the Exhibitor Outlook and Sentiment Survey. This is the unbiased perspective that comes directly from exhibitors on how they are viewing their participation in this industry. We also host a number of expert-led webinars and discussions on all the hot topics that come up. So things like AI right now, that's very hot. We just had a discussion forum around that. We have forums around managing cost and how you may budget. We have forums around the exhibitor advisory councils and how you advocate to incorporate a council at your show. Our seminars and our discussion forums include real-world scenarios, and our goal is to have you walk away with tangible, tactical tools that you can use today. We want to make sure that everything we provide is actionable. It's not this vague understanding of issues that might exist, but real-world scenarios and ways that you can manage your challenges today. I'm pleased to tell you that we just completed the RFP seminar, which just happened. You'll be able to watch the replay of that in the coming days. And then we also have a few more seminars in October and November around budgeting and measurement. We're very excited to share more detail with you on that as in the coming days as well. We advocate for exhibitors by speaking and raising awareness about the concerns and needs that exhibitors have in our industry. We have spoken at industry events such as Exhibitor Live, the HCEA conference, the Healthcare Exhibitors Association conference, and Expo Expo. It's really important that our industry understands that exhibitors continue to find value in our trade shows and events. And they're also concerned about rising costs. We speak to stakeholders in the industry to help them understand how we can work together to address these issues that exhibitors have so that we can continue to thrive in this industry. We have created a CEM course in partnership with IAEE. Our feedback from this course has been very positive, and we had one member tell us that it wasn't just eye-opening, but eye-piercing revelations that we shared with show organizers. So we're incredibly excited about the response that organizers have to the course, and we're very appreciative of the partnership that we have with IAEE. We are also the only association that is directly providing one-on-one consultation to our members. So if a challenge comes up, our members always have the opportunity to reach out to us through email or phone call, and we can connect them to a subject matter expert and help them address their challenge immediately. We've also built relationships with Freeman and GES and other industry associations like ESCA, EDPA, EACA, and IAEE with the goal of driving collaborative conversations. We want solutions that we can create that will save exhibitors thousands of dollars, and we've got some examples of that. A few years ago, you may have heard that Freeman rolled out a new rigging rule. It had to do with engineering stamps for hanging signs, video walls, and tie-offs. The rule stated that engineering stamps would be required from the state in which the show was being held and the year in which the show was being held. In partnership with ESCA and EDPA, we worked collaboratively to roll that regulation back so that an engineering stamp was accepted regardless of the state or year that it was acquired, as long as there had been no structural changes to that structure. The engineering stamp is an engineering stamp regardless of where it comes from. Through this collaboration, we were able to save millions for exhibitors in surprise fees that may have popped up had they not been aware of this engineering stamp change. So we're thrilled to have Freeman come to the table with us and be willing to have this conversation. And we appreciate the support of ESCA and EDPA to drive that conversation with us. We also partnered with EDPA to create an exhibit house hotline for addressing billing issues that came up when one of the GCs had a technology transition and we were finding our members were experiencing some challenges in addressing billing inconsistencies. So we were able to create this hotline so that exhibitors could call directly to the GC and help address these issues in a more timely manner. We also had an exhibitor come to us with a challenge specific to material handling. Their show was going from an expensive city to an even more expensive city, and they were concerned about the already high cost of material handling. We worked with our partners again at Trade Show Logic to help us advise the exhibitor on how to word their request to the show organizer. And we were able to work directly with the show organizer doing a retail rate analysis to help them understand the implications of their particular material handling rates. Through those conversations, we were able to help them negotiate with their GC, and they were able to lower their material handling rates for the next year in that more expensive city by 60%. So it was a huge win for that exhibitor, huge win for that show. And we continue to request that exhibitors who have these concerns reach out to us so we can continue to push this message to other show organizers as well. And then we also were able to reverse some double billing issues that came up in Las Vegas this year. We were made aware of double billing in Las Vegas for on-off power service and 24-hour power. And we were able to work with the GC to make sure that that was indeed double billing. And we were able to get that exhibitor's money back. So again, saving thousands of dollars, not only for this exhibitor, but for all exhibitors that may have experienced on-off power and 24-hour power billing. I'm also very passionate about our sponsors and partners shown here on the screen. As Glenda mentioned, we could not do what we do without these folks. We are currently predominantly supported financially from our sponsors and partners. We are working on changing that model and being funded both by sponsorships and by educational revenue as well. That takes time. And in the 3 years that we have been in business, it is these folks on the screen that have ensured that we are able to continue growing and thriving. And we cannot thank them enough for their support to get us to this point. I also want to make a plea that we do still need sponsors and partners moving forward. Again, the projects that we want to do, the research that we want to do requires significant funding. And the more funding that we have, the more we can do. So if you are someone that is in a position to support the exhibitor advocate, please reach out to us. I've dropped my email into the chat. Feel free to give me a direct message and let me know how you might be interested in supporting us. We have a number of special projects that we'd love to tell you about for the future if you're interested. All right, I want to talk a little bit about membership. I want to make sure that those of you on the call and for your network as well, that you understand the benefits of being a member of the Exhibitor Advocate and that you understand what the revenue model is that we are looking forward to in the future. So we currently offer membership for free forever. We want to ensure that any exhibitor has access to critical, important, fundamental information that will help them navigate issues on the show floor. So as a member of the Exhibitor Advocate, you always have access to our blog, our email newsletter, and again, to those 40 free resources that we will continue to build out over time. You can also become an education subscriber. So this is new this year in 2025. We are encouraging all of our individual members to subscribe to our education for $2.99 a year. Our annual survey of exhibition rates, again, which is critical for budgeting and negotiating rates, is $249. So for $50 more, you can get access to all of our education and resources. Again, over 100 exhibiting essentials for just $2.99 a year. If you are a company and want to provide access to 5 or more employees, we have a company education access as well at $1,200 a year. This is incredibly important to us as an organization. This is how we will continue to serve our membership and continue to thrive for the long term. The benefits of being an education subscriber is that you get direct access to the Exhibitor Advocate team. Again, we are the only ones offering that one-on-one consultation. And when you have that kind of support and we can help you decrease your material handling costs by almost 60%, that's a huge benefit for all of our members. You also have access to all of the content and exclusive insights that we talked about before, the annual survey of exhibition rates, all of those discussion forums and seminars, and everything that is to come. We have some great projects coming up that we're excited to share more information about in the coming years. You also have access to peer-to-peer networking. From time to time, we offer opportunities for our members to get together virtually right now and hopefully in person in the future to share best practices and to support each other. We also make sure that we are continuing to advocate for exhibitors for the challenges that pop up. Our members come to us often and tell us shows that they're having trouble with, issues that are popping up around the industry, and we're pleased to have been able to support them and collaborate with our industry stakeholders to make changes that benefit both the exhibitor and the industry as a whole. So get involved. The best way for you to continue your involvement in the Exhibitor Advocate is to join one of our committees. We have a number of committees that are available around membership, social, education, and we'd love to have your support in getting involved and rolling up your sleeves to do the work that needs to get done. We also would love for you to share the Exhibitor Advocate with your clients, with your network, your peers. Again, the more members that we can bring into the fold, the more power we will have as an organization to make the changes that exhibitors want to see in this industry. We are always asking for your show kits and your information. We can use that information in our annual survey of exhibition rates. So if you do have show kits, again, please send them to us. And if you have a story to tell, if you need help, please reach out to us. It says click here, but if you will email me directly, I would appreciate that. And I would be happy to connect you with someone who can support. We want to know how we can provide the most value to you. What do you want to get from the Exhibitor Advocate? What makes this educational subscription the most valuable to you? What kind of resources or information do we need to provide that will help you do your job better? Please share this information with us. Again, you can email me directly or put it in the chat here in the last few moments that we have, and we will be happy to address any questions, concerns, or needs that you might have. So thank you to all of you. We are incredibly excited to have 1,000 members and growing every day. We're so appreciative of the folks that have supported us and have continued to maintain your membership with us so that we can collaborate with this industry and again ensure that exhibitors are seen as the critical stakeholders that we are in this industry. I welcome any feedback that you have, and thank you so much for joining us.